Art and character designs provided by Demon Artie. Be sure to follow her over on Twitter at ArtieDemon. Want to be first to have access to early artwork, concept sketches, exclusive art that can't be seen anywhere else? Then support Demon Artie over on her Patreon. Link in description below. Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin.
PCA.
Native 454.
Rose.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord. Link in the description below. If you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. So we've known this for a while because we've been following all the live action Disney films, and we've been following all of them, and they range from horrible to just okay. And the latest one's going to be Mulan. And we're initially kind of excited because remember when they showed that first picture of the cherry blossoms and she's sitting by and like, oh, this is the part where she sings the song and all the great stuff. Then we realized, well, okay, no songs. What? No Mushu? What? No Captain Lake? What? Like everyone's
Things keep falling. Yeah.
Yeah, every step of the way, and then the trailers come out and it's just a full blown kung fu action film. Yeah. Don't even call it Mulan. So everyone, we knew that Captain Lei Shang wasn't in the movie. But they finally come out and said why he's not in the movie, and it's the most ridiculous reasons why. Just say we wanted to tell a different story.
That would have been the nice answer.
No,
right?
This is from Collider, one of those really garbage websites. But Mulan, why Captain Lei Shang isn't in the live-action remake. As Disney fans eagerly await the theatrical release of the live-action Mulan. Well, that's a lie.
That's debatable.
That's very debatable. We wonder how this version will hold up compared to the animated classic without its heartthrob Lei Shang. When fans noticed Lei Shang's name absent from the casting notices for Mulan, an avalanche of displeasure made its way across social media, calling for the decision of dishonor on you, because it's true. General Lei Shang was not only the key character in the animated film, he also stole our hearts with his good looks, sick martial arts skills, and catchy song.
At least that's true.
Make a Man Out of You is still a classic. What makes that song beautiful is she's not a man. She literally cannot make her a man. But she's the one who ends up saving everyone. So it kind of proves it all wrong.
Yes.
But she literally did all the things, like you take your strength, this is your discipline.
And your strength. Right?
Yeah, what were the two pillars? The thing she had to wrap up, it was discipline and something else. I forgot what
maybe it was strength. I thought it was strength and discipline.
And you couldn't climb the pole, but you realized you have to use your weaknesses as your strengths, and that was the whole point. I loved it. It was so great. But that's not going to be in the movie anymore.
You notice how that message is very subtle?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's not slammed over your head.
No.
I love that song. The status of a bisexual icon. Do you believe Captain Lei Shang was a bisexual icon? Because he loved pink.
He loved
pink. But he didn't know how much he loved them.
What I would say about what I always liked about that story was I guess you could look at it that way. The way I looked at it is I think our souls will recognize someone else. And that's essentially
it didn't
what
matter.
happened.
The gender didn't matter.
Like in 1,000 lifetimes, any version of reality, I would find you. And we choose each other again and again. And that's what I loved about it so much. They go to me, he was coming to in his own way, he was realizing this, but I never thought about it in that way.
The love blossomed on the battlefield.
Yes.
It's so funny because I don't know. I just think he would have been like really, really close. I don't know if he would have realized that that physical love, but he did
but there
love
was something
him.
There was
something there. Yeah. There was some form of love.
But would he be a bisexual icon? Well, because he never went through with it, so he can't necessarily. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And first of all, it was on false pretenses, so it's not like you can't. If anything, that's the opposite of that. You can't say that.
But a lot of people saw it that way because the love was love, regardless.
Yeah.
So I can see why they would say that. His character helped drive the story forward, pushing out not only Mulan but the rest of the troops to do their best and rise to the massive challenge. We also saw the devastation of war through the experience of him losing his father. That scene when he walks there and he sees his helmet and he's like, I should have been there with my dad during that battle.
Yes.
But also shows that he has such determination and strength to keep moving forward.
Yes, and that's another good thing because at the scene of the reveal where she's a woman, that comes back into play because she goes, I tried to save my father. And
he's like, he couldn't save his.
He couldn't save his. And what would he do to save his father?
He would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
I love that. And just that he wanted to prove himself. Oh, my dad's invincible. I have to be invincible. I can't. And who dies? His father does.
And he's the brilliant tactician, the one that knew everything.
And I'm like, he died.
Yeah, he died.
How am I going to do this and win this war when he couldn't do it?
I have a smaller army and I have less experience.
And I'm in love with one of my soldiers.
Yes. I love one of my men soldiers.
What am I doing here?
I'm breaking ranks here.
Li Xing's bond with Mulan's male alter ego Ping speaks volumes to the LGBTQ community. So why isn't Li Xing in the movie? According to Jason Reed, we actually still have Li Xing in the new Mulan, sort of. Quote, this is Jason Reed speaking. We split Li Xing into two characters. One becomes Commander Tung, who serves as her surrogate father and mentor through the course of the movie. The other is Hong Yu, who is Mulan's equal in the squad. So
That's dumb.
But why? You didn't have to do it.
That's weird. Why even change his name?
Well, see, because they made him two characters.
I know,
But here's a funny, stupid thing. So, like, her surrogate father, what kind of weird, kinky relationship are these guys thinking about? Like, that now it's a father thing? What?
That's never was that. It was romantic love, so, yeah.
And here we go. This is the big reasoning why. Reed cites hashtag MeToo movement as an influence on their decision to rework the character. In one way, shape, or form, did he even give them 1 million feet of what this hashtag's about. This hashtag's about women that have been sexually abused, who've been, their bosses are like, hey, baby, why don't you come type me a letter, come sit in daddy's lap.
It makes no sense
He
at
did
all.
none of those things because he literally thought he was a man, and he ended up loving and respecting him. But he never, crossed any lines.
No, all it was actually ever happened was he went to dinner. That was it, right?
At the end of the movie.
Being the fact that it's kind of trying to be a relationship doesn't make it a Me Too thing. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and he was being a goofball idiot.
Well, yeah, when he first spoke to her, I mean, at the end, he's like, we fight well. And then she's
I
she's
can't
like,
bring you back your
thanks.
helmet.
And then that's it.
But I guess it's your helmet.
He took the emperor, was like,
You had to talk him into it.
You don't find a girl like that every dynasty.
Yes.
That's what he says, because he's kind of just saying he doesn't know what to do. So I really I'm really confused at what
what is that? You go from that to Me Too makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
The pursuit of the relationship didn't happen until the last 3 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
No.
And it was kind of like a sweet dorky guy. The thing is, but he's not that. He literally is acting like the nerd asking the head cheerleader out to prom. But that's how nervous he is.
Yes.
How cute and silly, But here's the thing. For this to be true, he would have to been like, Ping, you coming to my tent tonight. Like, none of this happened.
No, he actually showed no special treatment to her whatsoever. Or him.
Kicked her in the punched her in the face.
He got punched in the face. I probably would have cried because there was no holding back when that punch.
She has black eyes.
No,
exactly.
You know what I love? I love the scene where they're all running with the buckets of water, and then she falls down. He goes back and picks up her and takes it with his. Like, you're pathetic. Yeah, I can take your load too because you're so pathetic.
Yeah.
That's totally Me Too. What?
I don't understand that.
So he continues on. I think particularly in the time of the hashtag Me Too movement, having a commanding officer that is also a sexual love interest is very uncomfortable, and we didn't think that would be appropriate. Yeah, did you watch the movie?
Yeah.
Did you watch it at all? I don't think they did. They couldn't have watched it.
Okay, if you look off just the script wise or just hear about it, oh yeah, he was her superior officer.
Oh, and they fell in love. Oh, they must have fell in love while they were No,
yeah, it was actually after.
They don't even show them fall in love.
No.
She goes, "Oh, would you like to stay for dinner?"
Yeah, that's it. We don't even know.
It was the grandma.
Do you want to stay forever?
No, the grandma, on the the other hand, was being a little bit.
Grandma's like, "Wait for the next war and get me a man."
She did. She did say that. She goes,
The grandma was more dirty.
war.
But the funny thing is, so there was no abuse of authority.
No.
The reasoning makes no sense at all. Why don't you say that's the direction we wanted to go in instead of saying all this other garbage?
As an interviewer, I'd be like, "Oh, so what scene did you think was inappropriate in the original film?
Yeah.
Right.
That represents what you're telling me right now." Because there's
they
nothing.
couldn't.
Not a thing.
Well, because they couldn't, because then the beginning was a man, so he thought he was a man. So that's why he's doing all the stuff like being mean to him.
Yeah.
Because he thought it was a dude.
And he was kind of scrawny and kind of little, but he didn't realize it was a woman. But
Yeah.
he's like, well, I asked for sons and they sent me daughters. I can't believe it.
Yeah, exactly. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
This is so upsetting. It's so stupid.
It almost, like you said, it feels like they never watched the movie. Not once.
This decision removes the power differential of how, with Mulan and Hung Yu, since dynamic play out. Reed and the team used the animated movie as a model for the level of the relationship. New Zealand actor Yash, who plays Hung Yu, describes his character as very still, honorable, and observant, and talks about his and Mulan's initial dynamic. They start off on the wrong foot, really. As this progresses through the training together, they kind of have an unspoken bond about it because they recognize each other's warrior spirit. That's how they kind of build their friendship up from the begin with. Throughout the training and acknowledging each other.
Wasn't that the original thing? What was the difference?
I don't. But here's the thing. But it's not like, oh, you're such a great warrior. He noticed in the animated version that Ping was getting better.
Yeah.
Ping started out as someone that you can just go home. You don't have to worry about defending your honor or whatever. I release you from the army. And she could have just went home.
Yeah.
And everything would have been fine. But she stuck with it and got stronger and everything. It wasn't like, oh, I see your warrior spirit. This is more problematic than the other one.
Yeah, this one sounds almost more phony, like more superficial. The Disney one, the cartoon one, actually had more of a subtle of like, I trust you.
I wonder if this is innuendo, while reminding tight-lipped about the LGBTQ aspect of the character, and talked about how he drew his inspiration for Hung Yu. I see this film in a different variation from the animated version, because in China, they will hang us from the rafters if people are gay. No, but seriously, that's probably what would happen.
Yeah.
And the origin story of the Bao to Mulan kind of took a different angle. If they're going to use that as a reference, the ending is going to be a whole lot different. Li Shang's character can't really say a lot of how that would have come across, but the multi-dimensional layer to him in the audience will be able to see it when they watch the movie. What a non-answer. Yeah. What a complete non-answer.
The scapegoat.
But don't believe me, read the book. That's basically what he said.
Why? Because of China. That's why. That's the reason why he has to be
They cannot. It has to be like, we're best bros, bro.
Oh, you're a girl? Then we should get married.
Yeah. Oh, you just fixed a lot of problems I was going to have. I can't. I just, this is so ridiculous. If they were worried about that aspect of it, they're idiots.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't any of the oh, jeez.
Okay,
you made a problem. There was no problem.
Yeah.
If they did.
If you're head of Disney and someone says, I don't know about this whole problem, I'd be like, you're fired. We don't need you directing this or even touching Mulan.
But that China money, they will ban the movie.
Yeah, they would.
There's certain movies, if there's certain aspects to a film, they'll just keep it out there.
Well, especially about their kind of history, their legend of Mulan.
But that's what happened. They finish up. Li Shang will always have a special place in our hearts and mine as well. And we'll see ourselves for how the dynamic between Mulan and Hung Yu plays out on March 27th when Mulan hits theaters. Tickets are on sale starting today, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to go see this. I can't. I don't even think there's a dollar theater around here anymore. No. But I just cannot put my money towards a complete bastardization. Worse than any of the other live actions. Because at least, and even in Beauty and the Beast, the Beast, it just becomes Belle's best good friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be something like that.
Yeah.
But they have yet to do something this drastic. And this is what the most expensive movie ever, right? Or something ridiculous. Because all the reshoots and the big battle scenes and everything.
Oh, yeah. That's a lot of high production.
But that China money, it saves these movies.
But what gets me more angry about the fact is they're willing to change the main core thing. They say, they did it wrong, Disney originally. But when it comes to this aspect with China, they're willing to bend over backwards. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's beyond ridiculous.
Anything China says will go.
Yeah.
But the original vision of the animators and the writers, and you know what I really hate? When they speak to the original voice actors and stuff. Oh, it's okay. You say what you feel.
Well, because they can't say it.
Because they want to work in Hollywood.
It's okay.
Well, and also maybe some of them have a little bit of decency of you save the picture.
Yeah. You gotta think about the picture.
Yeah, think about the picture.
You gotta invite Li Shang to the premiere. See, the thing is, has anyone talked to his voice actor?
Oh, no. That's interesting.
Not that I know.
They killed him.
He's gone.
So, I'm not gonna go see it.
I will go see it because I have to I have to know.
Traitor.
I'm not a traitor.
Kill him.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on you.
You dishonored yourself. I can't believe it. Live.
But I do like going there knowing what I'm walking into. I already know I'm.
Think of the Lion King. Think of Dumbo.
Oh,
how horrible Dumbo was.
Dumbo was a hard pill to swallow.
This is gonna be worse than Dumbo. I don't know. I didn't think it would be possible.
Yeah, each one seems to be getting progressively worse.
No one isn't that bad. It's just literally almost a shot-for-shot remake is Lady and Tramp on Disney+.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it's literally a shot-for-shot remake.
Yeah, they didn't do anything.
Yeah, the only thing they changed was the Scotty dog's not male, it's female.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it. But, man, I don't know. And the thing is, I guess they did early screenings and early things in China, and they hated it.
Yes.
Because, from what I understand is, Mushu was popular in China. They loved him because he's funny. It's Eddie Murphy.
Why did
what
they
a
take him out?
It's some phoenix bird. Will it even talk?
Probably not.
It's like Iago, who did nothing.
you got to remember the Mulan movie is so serious at times. You need that little
comic
bit,
relief.
yes, that little joke here and there.
And the three buddies and how they're kind of silly and
Yes,
like,
they're
I never want to
awesome.
see a naked man ever again. You need those kinds of scenes to lighten up the serious situation, because then you go to the village where everyone is slaughtered.
Yeah.
And she finds that little doll. Oh, they killed the kids too.
Yeah, they didn't let
But
no
the
one
thing is, they're not gonna have any of that. It's gonna be all serious.
Oh, we're gonna have a sorceress who can turn into things, and
that was never
how's that gonna? So in the training, she's knee sliding up a wall. What? How did she know how to do these things?
Might as well just do like the sorcerer from Big Trouble in Little China at this
Yeah.
point. I mean, it's
Yeah.
something ridiculous. I know, right? At least that would be funny.
That would be awesome.
I
Then
know.
this movie gets a 10 out of 10 if they do the astral projection and
Exactly.
then fight in the sky.
Why not at this point? You've already destroyed what it was.
So how does Mulan win? Because not only does she have to fight the Hun guy, there's also the sorcerer chick. Like,
That's magic. How's that even gonna?
Maybe she surrenders because she's such a strong female. They're
She won't fight
"Oh,
another
we
woman."
won't fight her.
She knew I can't stand a chance.
no.
Uh,
She has her sword and she's already a badass. Remember in the first one, she pulls a sword and sends it flying because she doesn't know how to use a sword?
yeah, that's
Because she
Her
was
horse
smart and
does
you...
laugh better.
Yeah.
I'm learning. I like her. She throws her shoe at the
No,
horse.
this one, she already is a badass with it.
Yeah, I know. It's
She was smart, resourceful,
Use her wits.
and intelligent.
Yes.
Agile, but not the strongest fighter.
I told you, it's like when they go to meet the matchmaker, she's leaving like the bathhouse. She wins the game. For
The chess game or whatever.
And then there's two little boys that are bullying a girl, and she gets her doll back.
And it's kind of those boys are... Psh,
And I'm just saying, there's little things like that. Even how she got the dog to do her chores.
Yes.
She was resourceful.
and also she had woman charm
Yes.
of the fact that like just little things like when she would try to give her father the tea. He's like, "Oh, you gotta drink your tea."
She
And
always
it's
took
like,
care of
oh, she was
her.
trying to take care of her dad.
yeah, and there's like this little charm that she had in this live action. I'm not feeling any
No.
charm.
Oh, no, she's not charming
no
at all.
woman
Well,
quality
it's
to her.
somehow
Feminine
tell you.
quality.
Feminine
Somehow
quality.
you could meet Mulan, the animated one, absolutely. Let's
Oh,
go hang out.
yes.
This new one, I wouldn't even look at you.
Yeah, like when I would go to Disneyland and you meet all the princesses, you go through Mulan, like, oh, yeah, I love you,
Yeah.
Mulan. But if it's this version, it'd be like,
Like-
oh, she's going to chop my head off? Like,
Yeah,
she's...
exactly. Yeah.
Eyes to the ground, sweetheart.
Yeah, I know. She's so mean.
No emotion. That's the
But-
the archetype.
We'll leave an F in the chat for Captain Lei Shing because to pay your respects, because they literally killed the character for the dumbest reason. Like you said, why don't you say, you know what, we want to try something different and go a different direction? Me too.
I think again, it still would have been bad, but at least that would have been a better explanation than that. Because that one makes no sense.
Yeah.
Zero.
How I look at it is, like I said, I will go see it. For this, I know this generation of people or anyone who goes in and they absolutely love it. I think that's beautiful. If you can find something that you love in this film, but I know no matter how much this film doesn't live up to the animated one, you cannot take back the memories I have with the animated
Of the original,
one.
yeah.
How much I love it so much. And I'm not gonna lie, growing up, I remember watching it as a kid, and I didn't really like it. I liked the makeover scene when she was getting all done up. I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Bring on us to us
And
all.
I didn't really watch it again until I was about 13, and I had just recently lost my father. And I watched this movie and see how much her dedication to family. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And that she wasn't didn't go out there. She wasn't completely trained and everything, but she never gave up. And she kept trying, and she did stumble, and she did fall. But
And
she
she
picked
was
herself up.
given an out.
Yeah,
She didn't
said,
have to
"You know
continue to
what?
fight."
I'm going to show you why I belong here. And you can't take those memories from me. So
How does this movie end? If there's no love, like, is this guy gonna come back and he's gonna do the whole like, oh, can I stay for dinner? And they can
Yeah.
talk and they fall in love.
That's the question.
But if they could even have that in this,
I hope so. You gotta give me something. You gotta give me something for my
they're gonna
money.
follow the bout of Mulan, where she goes home and everything went bad and her father died when she was out of the war, and
Yeah, I know.
they end up selling her to be married to some guy and she ends up killing herself. That's the original story.
that's awful.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
so well, don't mention the Ballad of Mulan
just
where
saying-
she's flipping through the air and kicking things and riding horses while doing backflips and
I mean, Walt Disney.
I mean, I get you don't want to use that original story, but don't do this either.
No, I get it, but Walt Disney said it best. He's like,
You charm it up.
unfortunately, we can't fix reality, but we can restore order with imagination, and that's what Walt was always
I
about.
like that.
Yeah.
That's a good.
And-
Yeah. But because it may have ended horribly here, but in my version it doesn't.
Right.
Yes.
Well, Saving Mr. Banks.
Yeah, that's-
yeah,
yeah.
she says.
Yeah.
He will be redeemed and saved
Again,
every
again.
single time. And they will see him, they will weep when he
There's
falls and
no-
they'll cheer when he rises again.
Yes.
And that is the core of every story.
Yes.
If you
Quote.
can feel with the character, I feel nothing with Mulan.
No.
Nothing. Like, oh, okay, she's already the best, and just waiting for everyone else to get on the page.
Yeah, even
Hate
if
that
they did
so
end
much.
it the way of the original ballot, I would feel sad, but I wouldn't feel like attached. I wouldn't be like, oh, well.
Yeah, because most stories back then were always tragic.
I'm already expecting you to win.
Yeah, so
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, this happened to the Disney version. I'd be completely sad.
He was right there, and you missed.
he
He was right there.
If she would have followed order in the scene, but she used her wit yet again.
She knew
used her
she knew what was
smarts.
better to
Oh,
do.
it was an avalanche, and that was their last can. Lily had just won.
Last
That's it. The whole
Yeah,
thing won.
killing the captain would have been great, but there still was like 500 soldiers. She did the smart thing and took out more soldiers.
Yeah.
And that rope must have been made out of some type of space age
I will admit
titanium
that.
because it held her, a horse, all on that thing. Like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
But what? All that's gone. You're not gonna have all the Mushu. Oh, I'm your worst nightmare. None of that. None of that funniness is gonna be there.
I'm
a
travel
dragon.
size for your convenience, okay?
I ain't no lizard. I don't do that tonguey thing.
I'm
I love it.
dragon.
I don't know. Like, even before I knew they were going to make this into a live action movie, I would sit there and think, well, Mushu would have to be animated anyways, and they could still get Eddie Murphy to do his voice. It would make me
Yeah.
happy. Like, I was like, oh, that'd be pretty cool. Then, as we got closer and closer to actually this becoming live action, there's like nothing coming out about it.
Yeah,
And
nothing.
there was rumors that maybe even Kevin Hart. I'm like, okay, fine. And then now, no, not at all. And it's like, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna equate this to anything. Imagine Aladdin without the genie in the live action. How horrible that would have been. That's what this
Like
is.
a silent genie.
Yeah,
It wasn't
it would've
funny
been
or made
terrible.
jokes or
Or
anything.
He just
Yeah.
rubbed the lamp and the wish happened.
Yeah, like you didn't have
How
interaction
dumb
with
would
it.
that have been?
Pinocchio without Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, you got. What are you doing? Like, this is
How can I say it with a whistle if he ain't there?
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
true.
It's just there's so much about the original Disney films where none of the live action films have even come close to replacing. I think for all it's worth, Cinderella has done like the best job so far.
Yeah, being
Jungle
so.
Book.
Oh yeah, you know,
Jungle Book.
forget Jungle Book's actually I
Blew
think
my mind.
Jungle Book is good.
is Jungle Book better.
I always
Mm.
I always say
I have to go with Cinderella.
I
I'm sorry.
butcher the name all the time, so apologies.
Maleficent?
But Maleficent, I like that and want to see the second one. I haven't
What-
seen it yet,
But
but
no,
I'm
but
gonna
like
go see it.
sticking to the original
Well, yeah,
storyline.
but I like how they
but
can expand from it though.
You did something different, but you did it in a good way.
Yeah.
You took something. I'm like, okay, and you went in a whole different direction and sold it. It was like
Yeah.
a gift that you
Yeah.
got, you revealed to.
Yeah,
everyone,
I
which
don't
is
think it'll
pretty
ever be
cool.
better than the original Sleeping Beauty. That's a classic, but at least it's a nice
And you
piece
still
to
paid
it.
homage, and you did it.
Yeah.
With
Yeah, and it wasn't like it's so funny because a lot of people dump on that movie, but I don't think it did a pretty cool job. Because I think Angelina Jolie really carried
Yes.
it.
like there was no one else that could have played.
And I love her
She-
makeup and the fact that
yes.
she's human, like human looking, but she has the high cheekbones and everything. It looks good. And
I
the
can't
special
wait-
effects are amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait till part 2's on Disney Plus. I definitely want to watch that.
I watched it. It's incredible.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
wow, I
there's
gotta
some
see
scenes
that.
where it's like, I want to meet my mother.
It's oh my gosh, it's really sweet. I'm like, oh.
But Mulan, this might the thing is it's gonna make $1 billion.
Oh yeah.
It will.
It
It'll be just like Lion King, and I'm gonna be looking around like, what are you idiots watching? The movie sucked.
It was super funny because I believe it was Halloween and they had got Lion King from Redbox and I was getting ready and I heard the music. I'm like, gosh, the music sounds funny. Why is it
Sounds
not
off.
funny? And I go out there, I'm like, oh, you're watching the live action one. Okay, my bad. Go back. I'm sorry. But I was like,
Sounds
there's something
off.
wrong. There's something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad.
And we just watched the animated one like what yesterday.
Yes.
Oh.
And it's so good. That whole scene where you said you'd always be there for me, but you're
There's
not.
so much. And
Oh, it's so beautiful.
What you can't get is their facial expressions,
Yes.
how they look when they
When he's
say
looking up
things.
at his father, like he sees him like
In the
in the
sky.
clouds, he's just in awe.
Yes.
A real lion's face can't emote that.
No.
Not only that, no one can do. I mean, the fact you don't have Jeremy Irons in it's a travesty.
I know that what
He's
he did-
Scar. I'm
what
sorry, he
did
is.
Was pure magic for evil, for villains. It was just pure magic. There was no way you could.
No one can
He's pretty
pull
good
off that
villain.
Yes, you guys, come on.
almost
Yeah.
fey acting, like Shakespearean over the top, but I'm also like a weakling at the same
Yeah.
time. But I want the power because I couldn't gain it through traditional means. I can do it through scheming.
Exactly.
Yes.
And Jeremy
Body.
Irons, my goodness, can play that schemy, wormy
Oh,
piece of
perfectly.
garbage.
Evil
Perfect.
guy. Yeah.
Oh,
Ugh, yeah.
but man, I don't know. Mulan's gonna. I don't know. I can't see it. I can't. I don't know. It just it kills me. I can't do it.
No.
So
Can't
I
do it.
said the thing that hurts the most is that you are hurting a lot of the original fans. The people that love this movie, and you did it all for individuals who will not care one
Nope.
tweet from now. They
Do,
will not
do you
care.
think
No,
any of
perfect.
anyone who honestly, truly believed and hashtag the Me Too thing, like hardcore believe every woman, anything, are they going to see this movie?
No.
No.
No, they're not the audience. They don't watch movies. They have no money.
You'll have more people seeing it that are going to be hurt like Rose will be seeing it as opposed to these people doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And they'll see it because they love it so much, but they're going to be hurting inside. They'll go see it before these people do.
Yep.
That's the crazy part.
I don't know. It's I want to see some reviews from people. I guarantee these are the reviews going to read like this. Well, it's nothing like the original, but there's really cool action and there's like these cool magic scenes and it's a big epic battle movie, but it's nothing like the original.
But because it's Cowtown, the SJWs, and doing all this other crap, they can't give it a bad review. They can't.
No.
They're pressured.
Even when you read a review, like, oh, that's like a 5.5 review. 9 out of 10. What? That happened.
Yeah.
That happened with what was it?
Was it Captain Marvel?
Yeah, it was Captain Marvel. You read a review like, oh, they gave it a stinker review. 9 out of 10. Huh?
Do you remember they made fun of that in Gumball with the dad, with Richard, and he's like, it was a calculator.
Yeah, he's like doing a game review.
And he's like, oh, it's treated like it's a game. It was a calculator. He's like saying all these bad things. Give 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
He's
like ranted on this thing for like 20 minutes, and then he comes out with like a positive review. Like, how did that happen?
I like how he even says calculator.
Yeah, calculator.
Oh, you can't be a female. It's kind of lame. But
you can't then hit this button. Oh, look at that. Like, you're an idiot. It's not a game. But we'll see. I guarantee it's going to make a ton of money. It's going to be one of those things where critic scores 97 out of 100. User score is 50 out of 100.
Yeah, it's going to be that divide again.
Maybe it's the Disney in me that I have a faint hope because Aladdin really tricked me with the trailers. Like, I was so pumped up to go see Aladdin.
Yeah.
And even Beauty and the Beast, too.
Beauty and the Beast tricked me. That first trailer was super good. Yeah.
Music gets me every single time. And not that I hated Aladdin, it was just...
This has no music?
Yeah, it just has like
a score.
Yeah. That's it.
I said, but the only thing I said about Aladdin was when you say Disney, and I'm not saying this as a whole because I know you're probably going to get people saying Disney not only for females, but you probably think Disney prince. You think
princesses.
You think female.
Yeah.
And there isn't a lot of male movies out there, and the movie is literally called Aladdin. And it literally should have been called Jasmine.
It should have been called Jasmine. The way that it was shot and
like, you stole it from him.
Yeah, you stole.
And he was kind of a goofball idiot.
Which I didn't mind. That wasn't. But I don't know where. I know we're supposed to be about Mulan. So I'm really confused. I don't know where you thought Jasmine was a weak character. I don't know. In what universe?
In the same universe where Li Xing was a rapist.
Okay. Yeah, exactly, right? He was Me Too. Okay, why?
He's like, you come
What
with
a
me,
jump.
dude.
What a crazy leap to say
that. That leap, the last 30 seconds of the movie? Oh, boy, he's abusing his power.
He's so abusive by going to his mom, the mom and dad asking if he had dinner.
Yeah, what a jerk.
So what an angle.
Actually,
Mom and Pop, take a hike.
Yeah, I guess I did that.
Mulan Part 2?
Yes, I have.
I have. So we recently watched it, and she was waiting for him to propose.
Yes.
Waiting and waiting. He finally did it. She jumps into his arms because she's so excited that he proposed to her. But it's funny because they do have to work. Because there's a scene where I think it's at their engagement party where they haven't really talked to each other.
About life.
About what they're going to do. Like, well, what kind of wedding do you want? Mulan's like, I want a small one. He's like, I want a huge wedding. How many kids are you going to have? Well, she's like, maybe 1 or 2. As many as we can have.
Yeah, they didn't talk about the important things.
Yeah.
They just like, let's get married because we love each other.
But their parents taught them that you have to work together like the sun and rain, and they gave them the 2 yin and yang necklaces. And there's a lot to it. So I don't know where you got that jump from this, and I don't think anyone.
That is so sweet and nice. It's almost earnest. Give me a break.
Have those thoughts would think, I'm going to marry this guy. Yeah, that's what I want from the Me Too movement.
Because they must. I want you to assume there's a man and woman that somehow the man must abuse the woman in the story. That's it. That's all they saw. They didn't even read anything. They didn't watch anything. They didn't do anything.
And since it was like in the military, they thought something must have been.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Just simple thinking.
He just walks up behind her and he's like, oh my God, what's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing even remotely close can be misconstrued in any way.
He is a gentleman.
He wasn't hitting on Ping at all in any way.
No.
I mean, if you want to go to like Disney characters, would at least be more like that. Would maybe be like the priest in Hunchback. He was way.
Yeah,
more
he was that kind of like
guy.
he was like sniffing on her neck and everything.
Now
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, you can make that leap to Me Too. You can kind of make the parallel, but this not even close.
Yeah, like give me all and I'll give you your freedom all if you.
No, she'd rather burn to death.
Yeah, you should rather die.
Burn to death. She spit at him, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. This is it's really heartbreaking because I really liked Mulan and I thought it was a really cool story. And man, that poster where she's on the horse and it's rained up and it's one of the greatest movie posters of all time. It's so awesome.
And this in Mulan is even referenced in Lilo and Stitch. Because Nani has a poster of Mulan in her room.
And the scene where she lights all the incense and then she prays to her thing and she cuts her hair and it's raining. She gets the horse.
She keeps her hair long. In the trailer, it's still long.
Yeah, she just like balls it up.
This
But
is
the whole
like
cutting of
super
your hair is
smart.
significant.
Yes.
Anyone who watched Last Airbender,
Yes.
when you cut your top knot, it's like you're cutting your honor away and everything.
Yeah, you're getting rid of your history.
Yeah.
So it's like you're gone. You're not known anymore.
I was tagged in a post probably a while ago. It was my brother, and it literally shows her like it shows like her reflection in the sword. And said, "Courage will come to you at any time." And I thought it was a cool thing. I kept it for forever. I'm like, "You're not gonna have it," and it's. That seems. There's a lot of, and she leaves her comb.
Yeah, that little jade.
Yeah, she takes the sword and leaves the comb.
She had a cool horse.
Well, it was Dad's.
Oh,
right?
yeah, it was the father's.
And the horse didn't recognize her when she opened the barn.
She's like,
He got
look at this
scared.
guy.
Yeah, he got scared.
She's like, no, it's me. But I don't know. I keep saying that because I honestly don't know.
But maybe they'll keep the lucky cricket. Maybe they're gonna surprise all of us.
You were never lucky.
It actually was.
You lied to me.
You lied to me.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't. Because if the matchmaker scene had gone perfect, she'd have been matched off. With
Yeah.
And then China would have fouled.
I also liked how when he got the litter, he was typing it out. Like his feet sounded like a typewriter. Little things like that aren't going to be in this.
Whenever he's dressed up like the soldier and he's on the panda. You ever seen a soldier with a panda before?
And he climbs the
I should
tree.
take your hat for that. You're lucky I'm feeling gracious today.
Yeah, he climbs the tree. He disappears. But I guess we'll just leave it there. And if I see it somehow, some way, through the magic of the World Wide Web.
It's gonna be like the Rise of Skywalker for me. I'll just watch it on Disney Plus one time, say I watched it, and that's it. I'm never gonna see it again.
Yeah. Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15 Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.